how can one become inspired by reading about the righteous? Quite easily. When you read about the righteous, such as the Sahaba, such as the awliya of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and there are many works written about these people, such as Risalatul Qushayriyah by Imam Abdul-Karim ibn Hawazin, Abul Qasim al-Qushayri. It's translated into English, such as Lata'if al-Minan, about the two great awliya of Allah, Abu al-Hasan al-Shadili and his successor, Abu al-Abbas al-Mursi radiyallahu anhum ajma'in. It's just translated into English as Subtle Blessings. These books talk about the righteous at various stages in their life. Sometimes they'll talk about how this person turned to Allah in the beginning, such as the story of Bishr al-Hafi. The man was drunk and he saw a piece of paper that said Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, and out of reverence for the name of God, whilst in this state, he picked it up and perfumed it and put it in a high place. And that was, the event from which he was given the tawfiq to change. And sometimes these books talk about the states of the righteous at the peak of their religious practice, and their connection and with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and their love of Allah and His Messenger. So when you learn about these books, when you learn through these books about the righteous, it gives you inspiration. So read through it and think, what of this is applicable to me? I mean, if you come across a story, such and such a wali was, putting salt into his eyes to make sure he could stay awake, then you say, okay, this is, it doesn't sound like it's from the sunnah of the Prophet, and you think, okay, this person had his own, this is his business between him and Allah, and let Allah, leave that to between him and Allah. But what you want to look at is the general corpus of, the vast majority of their practice was in line with the sunnah of the Prophet. Yes, there were certain people that did things that, if you look at in a book of fiqh, it would say it's like disliked. For example, like some of the awliya would finish the Hajj and enter into ihram for the next year's Hajj, and that's disliked in the books of fiqh, because it's bringing on unnecessary difficulty. You can enter into ihram from Shawwal onwards. So, but you said, okay, that person, he has a particular state with Allah, and we're not talking about just any old people. We're talking about people righteous people and authorities of spirituality in the ummah have said this person is someone who's significant, and someone who is truly one of the righteous. So if they have something particular, you leave that between them and Allah. But generally, how did they apply the sunnah? What were their akhlaq like? And that's one of the greatest avenues to spirituality, how you treat other people. No one cares about your long tasbih and your long beard and your long hours of dhikr, if you're going out and harming people otherwise, or duping them or cheating them or these sorts of things. No one cares about that, and it's not something pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala either. So rather, what is pleasing, that we know for a fact, is someone applying the akhlaq of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So yes, learning about them, hearing stories about them, mercy descends and you will benefit. You may not see the benefit immediately, but read it with the intention, what can I do to improve myself through what they're like? So the beginning of their journeys, seek inspiration from there. And if they say, do this, or whoever does this, or I did this and I found this benefit, apply that. Do your best to apply it. And the higher end is when they talk about deep states of love and closeness. Use that as something to aspire to. Oh Allah, I want to be a true slave of yours, so I can love you as these people did. And that's how you benefit from learning about the lives of the righteous. And Allah knows best.
La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.